Afternoon.
Welcome to what could only be described as a refined experience behind the wheel of the Skoda Scala.
Yes, and so Mr. Ben Quirk and I are on our way to Farnborough on the M3. We've been in Eastleigh and Winchester earlier on today, doing some filming with my 2017 set Toledo and this wonderful 2019 Skoda Scala. Now the Skoda Scala has only been out about 2 weeks or something like that.
This one's done
about 900 miles.
About 960 probably now.
Yes, and so we're just doing a nice easy cruise along on the M3, sort of northwards to Farnborough. And Ben, having driven both the Toledo and the Scala, what would you say the sort of differences are between these two cars?
Well, they're both as peppy as each other. However, this feels more refined. I can't quite put my finger on why. Maybe it's the suspension, maybe it's the steering. I don't actually know. It's I mean, the combination of the 1 litre turbocharged petrol engine and the 6-speed manual's a very good combo anyway, but I don't know. Do you understand what I mean? Because you drove the Scala last week, didn't you?
I drove a 1.5 automatic Scala,
Yeah.
Which has 150 horsepower. This is 110, and
150. I bet you were.
I drive very modestly, Ben, as you know.
Oh, I noticed by your economy today.
Exactly, you're doing pretty well. We're on 47 miles per gallon,
Yeah,
and
good.
you know.
Oh, look, there's a collision detection come up.
Yeah,
The,
it has.
no,
So one of the main differences between this and say a Toledo or a Rapid Spaceback, which was the cars that came before this, is the safety features. We've got lane keeping assist. We haven't got blind spot monitoring in this car. We do have autonomous emergency braking.
Yes.
We've got speed limiting.
it has collision detection as well, as we just found out.
It certainly does. We don't think it has active cruise control, but we do have some kind of system that the lane keeping assist currently is on. A little green light there, but it probably won't show on the video, but it is on. And we have also things which aren't quite safety features, but they're things which would help you to concentrate on the journey. I've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and SmartLink standard on all Scalas.
You sent some e-car stuff through here as well.
Yes, absolutely. And it is a more sophisticated ride. It's a wider car, it's a new platform, rather than being based on a previous Polo platform like the Rapid Spaceback of a Toledo. This is based on the current Polo platform.
Very little road noise in here as well.
Yeah.
I've noticed, considering the pretty bad surfaces we're on. I mean, listen, when you go into the tarmac, you stuff far better.
It does feel a lot sort of more sophisticated. I mean, the Toledo's not a bouncy car. It's not an uncomfortable car. It's not a loud car. It is
2 years older, isn't it?
It is.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, it is comfortable, but it's just a previous generation of car.
Exactly.
Whereas this has sort of moved the game on slightly.
Yeah.
And they were comparably priced. I mean, the Toledo was 20,500 for the top model, which is what I've got, and this is started around 18.5 for the same engine and gearbox. Although this isn't got quite the same feature set, but it has got some things that mine don't. It's sort of give or take, really, a bit of a way. What's the handling of this like compared with the Toledo, Ben?
I think it's better because it's not quite as big at the back. It's weird. It seems, I don't know if it's shorter or if it's just the actual way of it. I can't put my finger on it. It seems to corner tighter, but we think it may have the tracing system, don't we?
We think it's got trace control, which is what the Skoda Fabia has as well. The Toledo certainly doesn't have that, and we think it sort of brakes one of the front wheels as you go around a corner. Now, that this car doesn't have the driving modes in it, an SEL would do. This is an SE, so it doesn't have that. But I'm not sure you really need them, and also I'm not sure you need to go up to the 1.5 litre engine, because we're going along the motorway here, and we've got plenty of power in reserve.
We have.
Even if you're doing 70, you've got plenty of power in reserve. So, and
You put your foot down in 6 and it will still pull away.
yeah, we're going along 6 here. I don't think you really need that extra power, unless you're going on autobahns all the time, in which case you might do. But you know, we're going along nicely here. We've got plenty of power, and the brakes are working fine as well. Brakes are working just fine. We're just passing some military
I
traffic
was
at the
going to
moment.
say it's making it a little challenging for people.
It is indeed. We're just going along sort of here. So it's a very refined motorway cruiser then. Very relaxing. Obviously Ben will be doing a lot more mileage in this car over the next few days when you're probably, is it Thursday you're going up to Nottinghamshire?
Yes.
Yeah. So by the end of the time with this car, which will be next week, you will have done maybe, what, 500, 600 miles?
Yeah, and the rest probably.
Probably.
Close at 7, I reckon, after a couple of health club visits and some drives. Ah, there's the police shilling on the
Yep. Yeah, there they are up there. Yeah. So
did you see he had his boot open with all his tools on it?
did, yeah, he had all the kit there.
Yeah, that's quite strange. It's the first time I've ever seen it like that.
So I think this definitely is a nicer car than, say, a rapid space or a Toledo. It's definitely an evolution of that type of car.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that if you owned one of these you'd feel too kind of disorientated getting in. The big question is though, Ben, would you rather have one of these or a Golf?
That's the ultimate question. Right, I could finish this quite easily. If they did a VRS version, then I would rather have the VRS than the Golf.
That's pretty interesting, actually. I would interruption there. Yeah, we're back live with a phone call interruption there. We're just travelling up to Farnborough in this lovely Skoda Scala, and yeah, we were just saying that we're hoping that Skoda will do a VRS version
Please.
of the Scala, which probably would have a 2-litre engine.
Toledo TSI or something.
Yeah, similar to the car that you had when you obviously had a Tekka that had the 2-litre TSI engine, about 185 horsepower.
67 one.
Yeah, but that'd be a very good VRS to have for a Scala. But
Kodiak was even quicker.
that is insane, isn't it?
Yes, it was.
It's madness.
Absolutely awesome machine.
Yeah, and I do like Skodas very much. I've got a review of the Fabulous State on my channel that my usual videographer, Mr. Nicholas Franks, has.
It's also the cool things, isn't it? Like the features, like the funnel, the umbrella, the ice scraper. I mean, there's about, I can't remember what the number is of the intelligent things in the car, but there's a fair old number that you can actually look into and think, oh, that was developed just for the Skoda.
Yes, exactly. And if you look at the 2 live videos we've done already with these 2 cars, the Toledo and the Scala,
Sorry, my ears were popping then, if you were wondering what I was doing.
you will see that we have a lot of time. We walk around, we open the boot, look under the boot floor.
We have a good look, don't we?
We look under the engine, see the windscreen washer funnel, which so you don't get it splashed all over the engine bay. And another thing I could say with this car is that the air conditioning is working beautifully today. It is 32.5 degrees in Hampshire. Obviously, it's not always like this down here, but it's working very well indeed. Is there anything else we need to say about the Scala and Toledo, Ben?
No, I don't think there is actually.
So yes, obviously the review week has started on the Planet Auto YouTube channel, and we'll be doing, I think, a bit later on with the Mini, because it's your last day of the Mini, isn't it, Ben, as well? So Ben will be doing 5 things that he loves about the 2019 Mini Cooper S 60th Anniversary Edition, and so we'll see you later.